don't like those faces. Disfist. Oh, hi.
Finally,
Oh,
Lord Sheogorath has sent someone to assist me.
hi.
But where are my manners? Must get into my professional tone.
You scared me.
Welcome to Zedillion. I'm the dungeon caretaker, Caliban Nerendil.
Okay. Tell me about this place.
A wonder of engineering, is it not? Zedillion is the ultimate test of mettle for the foolhardy adventurer that dares trespass into the Shivering Isles.
Mm-hmm.
What they don't know is that they're being drawn to their doom, courtesy of the Resonator of Judgment.
Tell me more.
Ever since that wretched gatekeeper was made, Zedillion became redundant. It fell into disrepair and was eventually all but forgotten.
Why are your eyes closed?
After only a few years passed, the Grummites began moving in. Ghastly things. They mistook the focus crystals for some sort of religious symbols and removed them from their rightful places.
I fixed that.
This rendered the Resonator inert and Zedillion completely useless. Luckily, you came along and placed Zedillion back into operation.
How do I get out of here?
Yes, I tend to ramble. You'll have to forgive me. If you have the attenuator, then Sheogorath must have sent you. Zedillion would normally have sent you back to the entrance when you stepped on the pad in the Resonator chamber. Since you're up here, I can only surmise that adventurers are already entering the dungeon as we speak.
What should I do?
The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle through here. I'll be glad to help. I assume Sheogorath gave you the manual of Zedillion.
I haven't read it at all.
You can consult it for more information, or I can provide instructions.
Please, you provide instructions. I would like some instructions.
As the adventurers make their way through Zedillion's chambers, they will encounter choices that you make in these control platforms.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is decide what becomes of the adventurers. Will you drive them insane, or will you pull the life from their bodies?
Uh-huh. How do I make the choices?
Simple. Wait until the adventurers are in position, and then press a button. If they survived, they will proceed to the next chamber, and so on. It's really quite ingenious.
How do I know when I'm done?
You'll know you're done when they lie dead on the ground, or they are out of their minds.
Those must be the people I saw
course,
at front.
Any of their possessions you wish to keep are yours for the taking. I'll make sure you get them when you're done.
How do you handle the cleanup?
Well, the dead will be disposed of. Have no fear. That's my job.
All right.
Those that are lucky enough to merely go insane will be granted a place in the Shivering Isles as a permanent resident.
Okay. Explain the choices I'm making?
Each chamber presents two options. When you push the appropriate button, an event will unfold for the adventurers to experience. One is physically harmful, usually lethal traps or creatures, something relished by the residents of Dementia. The other choice is more mental. They are designed to make the adventurers lose their grip on reality, much like the residents of Mania.
Okay.
Of course, the introduction of spore gas with the Mania choices helps as well.
Spore gas. That's enough information.
As you wish.
Tell me about the chamber?
I will be happy to describe each chamber and explain the event that unfolds as we proceed through Zedillion.
Tell me about the Resonator of Judgment.
The Resonator works by drawing adventurers to itself with a sort of magical siren's call.
Okay.
Sheogorath uses the Resonator to find the cream of the crop, as he calls them, the best of the worst, to populate the Isles. Quite clever, eh?
Yeah, sure.
So good to be back in business.
I guess I'm gonna read this book. I'm gonna at least skim through it real quick. Manual to Zedillion. Oh, that's a lot of words. That is a lot. I didn't mean to do that. That is a lot of words. Focus crystals. 3 encounter areas are all linked up. All linked with the latest in arcane transport technology. Each encounter area has a unique theme that matches your requests as close as we can provide. I think you'll be pleased with the results. A chamber of conversion, a fairly empty room with large grating on the floor and single half-size harmless gnarl wandering out of the center. Oh boy. It'll either grow or be joined by more. A huge amount of treasure sits atop a half ziggurat inside a securely locked cage, to which there is no key. Several hundred keys to the ground that are all exact duplicates. It's amazing to watch Zidillionites scramble through the keys for the correct one. Some spend days. Amazing. When the Zidillionite reaches the top of the ziggurat, we blast them with a highly concussive flame spell. The blast always sends them flying. Good fun for all, discounting those that do not survive. Anathema. We saved this one for last. This metal, blah blah blah. Features freshly killed corpses, blood, and plenty of hanging bodies for your darker moods, my lord. Kill the Zidillionite and cause a specter of his former self to rise from the body. Not many Zidillionites can handle this one. Most go insane this far into the site. This room is a favorite of mine. Nothing better than a good old-fashioned battle. We raise at least double the number of zombies as there are Zidillionites and let them all have at it. Simple, elegant, and deadly. It's a lot of words.
What can I
think I'm ready to go.
This first chamber is the Chamber of the Gnarl. At the touch of a button, you can cause a large group of tiny gnarls to appear and attack the adventurers. Or, if you're feeling merciful, we can have the group terrorized by a seemingly lowly gnarl that instantly grows to twice their size. The hallucinogenic spore gas we release into the chamber will help lull the victims into believing the creature means to kill them. Don't worry, its bark is far worse than its bite.
Okay.
So good to be back in business.
Which button is which?
Now keep your weapons ready and watch your backs. Do what I say, we might just get out of here alive.
I'm guessing they can't see me. Now swarm.
We should just kill this stupid... What in Oblivion is that thing?
This is one of the horrid guardians of which the stories spoke?
What a joke. Let's be rid of this thing and continue on our way.
Wait just a moment. What's that sound?
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Yes! Fight! Fight to the death! Ooh.
I'll cut you limb by limb. I'll cut
Oh, one of them died.
Lewin deserved better than this, and I'm responsible. Someone will pay dearly, I assure you.
There's nothing to be done here. We must press on.
I unleashed the Gnarl Swarm on the adventurers in Zidillion. Unable to survive their onslaught, Lewin the Rogue has been slain. I should make way to the next observation room and choose how the adventurers will encounter their next obstacle.
Unleashed the swarm, did we? Nothing like a little bloodlust to start the encounter off right. What can I assist you? You're doing quite well so far. What can I... The second chamber of Zidillion is the Chamber of Avarice. The adventurers will have to overcome their feelings of greed as they set their eyes upon the huge piles of treasure locked behind that gate. You may choose to spring a fire trap and cause them great harm as they stand before the gate. Or you can fill the chamber with hundreds of keys and watch them frantically search for the correct one. Always a crowd pleaser. You're doing quite well so far. Keep it up.
Look, I told you. Treasure. Let's have at it, Sindelius.
This is quite fun, isn't it?
Blast. The cage is locked.
Gromok, be careful. This looks too good to be true.
If only Lewin were here, he could get us through this in no time.
We'll have to fend for ourselves. Do you think you can pry the door open?
Forget it. This is obviously a trick. Let's get out of here.
To be so close, and yet so far. If only we had the key. Wait, do you hear something? Look, keys. One of them must open the gate. We're rich.
Let's get out of here, Sindelius. This is obviously a trick to waste our time.
I'll know it when I see it. Yes, it must be here.
They're all fake. Just come with me
Ooh,
now.
you're gonna be a tough egg to
Find what it
crack.
is. I must find the key. Rich beyond all my dreams.
You're gonna be fun to crack.
Suit yourself.
I have caused Sindelius the mage to go insane by pouring hundreds of keys on the ground, which convinced him that one of them must open the gate to the huge treasure pile. Although it remains now with the leader of the group, Gromok. I should make my way to the last observation room and choose that the stubborn orc will encounter his final obstacle.
Too bad none of those keys fit the lock. I see Lord Sheogorath chose wisely when he selected you to liberate Zedillion. Now, how may I continue to assist you? What else can I...
Nope, this is not what I wanted. Tell me about the chamber.
The third chamber of a Zedillion is the Chamber of Anathema. Its contents are designed to make sure it's the final encounter. The adventurers will be subject to horrors beyond their imagination. Visions of repugnance, death, and malevolence reside in this room. If you wish to bring ruin to your victims, you may choose to animate some of the corpses and watch as they satiate their hunger. Or we can create the illusion of the adventurer's dying and his spirit rising from his corpse. Good fun to be had for all. Then, just as suddenly as we kill him, we revive the adventurer. There are few minds that can stand this type of torture.
Indeed.
You're doing quite well so far. Keep it up.
Oh boy.
Steady, Gromok, steady. You've been through worse before. What more could this place possibly throw at you? What? How in Oblivion can I be dead? This is impossible. Nothing killed me. I didn't even get a chance to fight. No chance to defend myself? No chance for battle? Why? Impossible. This is impossible. Gromok has never lost a fight. Never.
By making Gromok think he actually died and became a ghost, I've driven him insane. Now all of the adventurers have been dealt with. I should speak to Caliban.
You've made short work of the intruders. Sheogorath should be proud to have such an efficient apprentice.
Apprentice?
Now, if you'll step on the last teleporter pad, I will meet you in the reception chamber so we can recover your earnings. Not to worry. We'll have your spoils to you in no time at all.
Why do I feel like this is a trap? Knights of the Order?
This ends here. This is the part where you fall down and bleed for death.
Oh, he's very vicious, ain't he?
You're pathetic. Ha! You'll never take me down.
Heart of the Order. Jigalag's favor? Simple Order sword. Ah, I hate this! It's the worst. Tarnished Order sword. Oh, the other one was tarnished too. I don't want it. I kick it.
As is the tradition, you are to be awarded a focus crystal as a token of your fine work.
Okay.
I'll have it sent to the palace and placed in the main hall if you wish to take a look at it.
You spoke of earnings.
Oh yes, of course. It seems a most unusual weapon was recovered from the orc warrior, Dramok. Never seen anything like it, but perhaps his journal can give you some useful information. Beyond that, take whatever else you need from the recovery chest. You've earned it.
How am I going to carry
You're
it?
free to go at any time, of course. Just up that hallway. Good luck to you.
Thanks. Before exiting Zedillion, I was attacked by 3 unusual beings in equally strange armor. Dawnfang. I should ask Killabon if he knows anything about them.
That was quite a battle. I hope you are uninjured.
What were those beings?
You've not heard the legends? How could that
I just got here.
Those beings, as you call them, aren't beings at all. They are the soulless abominations known as the Knights of Order.
Mm-hmm.
Their attraction to the resonator isn't surprising. It was built from one of the obelisks that dot the isles they seem to have an affinity for. You must proceed to Sheogorath at once and tell him the knights have returned. Quickly now. Go!
Alright. Let me see this sword I got. Dawnfang. Nourish blade on strike. Fire damage on strike. I wanted all help. What else? What can I drop? I can drop these. I can drop... I guess I could drop a staff. This one has more charge. So we'll drop some of those. Still over encumbered by a little bit. Oh, I never even looked at this. Is that better or worse than Cruelty's Heart? It's better, in my opinion. I don't need these pants, or this shirt, or these shoes. Oh. I need Cruelty's Heart right now. Because I am heavy. I am a heavy girl. I'll drop one of my shrouded hoods. And now I'm fine.
There isn't time for idle chatter.
Is this the way out? Or is it through here? Oh, this is his house. Did I even read his journal? Grimog's journal. We were finally able to convince that idiot rogue Leywin that it was time to give up that strong box of money he stole from Leia's quality merchandise in Anvil and ditch it outside the castle. All the heat he's brought on the group was starting to chafe. Sindelius pretty much sat him down and made him do it because I was ready to put my foot in his face. I know he's a rogue, but we're adventurers. We get our loot from raiding old crypts and ruins and places that ain't got guards. He'd be a real horse's ass sometimes, I tell you. What a bad friendess we've had. Day of the week. We hit what was left of old Fort Wariel, and after slaughtering a bunch of no-good marauders and grabbing their loot, made our way north. We came to the ruins of Trumbe. Sindelius said they were Aelid or Eyelid or some kind of old civilization, but all I cared about was how loaded with gold they were. He said usually they were, so in we went. What a mistake. This place was crawling with skeletons and ghosts. Those things give me the creeps. How can I fight something that ain't even alive? Leywin took a few good hits and had to pop all his potions. Sindelius broke his arm when the trap almost crushed him to death, and I got a nasty scar across my forehead. Close call. Best of all, when we got to the treasure hold, Leywin was out of lockpicks. Why do we even keep him with us? We had to drag the damn container out of Trumbe and all the way back to Camp Atron. Now I'm sitting here staring at a stupid metal box, wishing I could use Leywin's head to bash it open. What a dolt. Snake people. Wait, snake people. Snake people. Sorry, I'm reading it. Snake people, or the Ceres, or whatever. Fidelli says Ceres starts with a T just now when he saw me writing this, but that doesn't make any sense. Tsaesci. There, fine, I wrote it by the nines. Fidelli is nosy sometimes. Well, anyway, blah 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 blah. Ooh. The sword. Sindelius said he was certain that at dawn it would change back to the orange and red gem. Good enough for me. That alone made the sword the best thing I've ever seen. It would matter something about an Akaveri magic. But I told him to shut up. I decided to call the sword Dawnfane since it was orange and red, and Duskfane when it was blue and purple. Ooh. Fancy. Dawnfane is a fireblade, and Duskfang is a frostfang. Is a frostblade. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, he was gonna retire. Well, now he's insane. I almost said dead. He's not dead yet. Ooh, it looks kind of cool. Fancy. Alright, let's get out of here. If I can figure out where to go.
There isn't time for idle chatter.
How do I get out of here? Maybe this way. There we go. I'm out.